This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing his word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000. I'm the brother Dalmal Gabar, here with another lesson. Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and I brought out Revelations 13 and 16 dealing with the charagma, all right, the micro C-hip that we constantly here at Great Millstone go into to give you warning from the Heavenly Father that, hey, this system is gradually getting closer and closer. All right, and this devil is setting you people up for the ultimate okie doke, which is to receive this charagma, the micro C-hip, inside of your body. But as we always tell you, before he does it, he's going to, allow systems to be put in place that, are going to ultimately lead to you having to have this system and this micro C-hip embedded in you. And all forms of, industry, they're all going to be, integrated so that you're going to have this microchip eventually in order to get medical assistance, to go into a grocery store, to board a train, to get on an airplane, and ultimately just to be identified as a citizen of this new beast system. All right. And they're putting little systems in place that's going to ultimately lead to this micro C-hip being, it's going to be a necessity. You're going to have it. All right. They're going to make it to where there's going to be no other options except for you to have it, because if you don't have it, then you won't be able to interact with society and these different systems and, things that you need on a daily basis to operate and to function. And I'm going to show you this. All right. It says China's palm payment push is here. And remember, these elites always tell you that China is the model. All right. But the devil is in the details of these systems. So, Lord willing, you can be edified. But it says what? In China, your hand is now your wallet, and maybe soon your ID and subway ticket too. You see, because like I said, they're going to build this system around eventually. You're going to need to have the micro C-hip. But what? Before that, they'll allow, you to use your phone. And now they're what? In China, your palm is now going to be your payment. So they're moving away from you being able to have these apps and telephone to be able to, to swipe. But now it's going to the next level, which is going to be your hand. And we've already seen companies here in America do this. I think some of these Whole Food stores where they got the palm read payments. Well, now China is going a step further to where now your phone is going to become obsolete. Now, everything that you would use your phone to pay for, now you're going to be able to use your palm. And then eventually it'll be the charagma inside of you, man. All right, so let's read this. It says, Alipay, the financial arm of Alibaba, has introduced a new palm-based biometric terminal dubbed the PL1, which enables individuals to make purchases simply by presenting their hand. No phone, card, or PIN required. And then you'll be a damn fool not to see where ultimately this thing is headed. You think they're going to just stop at them reading your palm? No. It's going to, the next round will be you receiving that micro C-hip, which will have all of this information and all of this data inside of your charagma, man. All right. It says positioned as a faster, touch-free alternative for payment, this system reflects a growing industry shift towards frictionless biometric transaction. You see, like I said, it's going to go a level past your palm. It's going to be that micro C-hip, which can be just read and scanned, without you even having to wave your hand in the near future. You just walk into a store. Eventually, hey, everything that they require of you will be already subdermally implanted within you. You're not going to have to wave your hand over a kiosk. You're not going to have to be able to do any type of movement. As soon as you walk in there, you're already going to be scanned and tracked and traced and, able to, function within this new beast system, man. It says at the core of the PL1 is a dual mode recognition system that combines surface palm print detection with interval vein mapping. This multi-layered authentication relies on deeply unique biological signatures that are significantly harder to replicate than more common methods like fingerprints or facial scans. You see, because eventually they're going to have all of your fingerprints and your facial scans already, put within their system. And next they're going to put this shit inside of you, man. All right. And this is part of that whole transhumanism agenda that these devils have, but they're just presenting this as more convenience, more of a faster way, frictionless, less, steps you have to take, It says Alipay reports that the device maintains a false acceptance rate of less than 1 in a million, suggesting a substantial improvement in resisting identity spoofing. Well, they're going to, like I said, the way they're going to be able to make it 100% foolproof in the future is by you having a unique, Karagma micro C hip within you, which can only be fitted and adjusted and tapered to to each and every individual, man. See, they're going to implant it inside of you. So therefore it'll be 100% foolproof, still proof. I mean, unless somebody chops your hand off or something like that, but but then again, it'll still be 100% accurate. It says enrollment is designed to be quick. Users hover their palm over the sensor and link their account through a QR code. Once registered, purchases are completed in around 2 seconds without physical interaction. During early trials in Hangzhou, this system reportedly accelerated checkout lines and contributed to more hygienic point-of-sale environments. And remember, China is the model, man. All right? And they're going to bring this shit here to the States in a major way. And like I said earlier, they're going to create this system to where every interaction within society is going to be based off of this system. All right. And if you don't have it, what? You'll be killed. You'll be separated from society. You want to get on that train. If you ain't got that Karagma or if you don't have these requirements, hey, you're shit out of luck. Get the hell out of here. We can't service you. Okay. And it's going to come to a point to where it's going to be beyond mandatory. It's going to be absolutely necessary for you to be, to be linked to this system to buy or sell. All right. These devils are setting a trap for you people. Setting the trap for the whole world. And like I said, they're going to present it as being, more convenient and things are moving so fast. You don't have to worry about waiting in lines anymore. But it comes with a way deeper, heavier penalty. It says the PO1 arrives at a time of rapid expansion in biometric payment sector. Forecast estimates that more than 3 billion people will use biometrics for transactions by 2026. You see? They're making it more and more the thing to be. They're making it more and more a necessary system. And like I said, you're going to be left in the dust and left behind if you're not able to, keep up with the signs of the times and with this technology and how, it's rapidly becoming more a part of society, It says, with total payments surpassing 5 trillion, major players are already on board. See, this is why I said earlier, eventually every system, every store, every business, every form of, of this society is going to be linked to this type of system, right? You're going to have no choice but to either get down with it or be left behind, man. Like I said, they have power to kill those that don't worship the beast and his image and to receive their mark. It says major players are already on board. Amazon has integrated Palm authentication across U.S. retail and healthcare facilities, while J.P. Morgan is gearing up for a national deployment in the same year. You see, so like I said, whether you want to go, you want to buy shit off of Amazon, you want to go to one of these Amazon stores, all right, you want to you want to go to the doctor, you need medical assistance, you better be linked with this system, and eventually you better have your micro C hip in order for you to have access to these different all of these major players in their businesses. It says and JP Morgan is gearing up for a national deployment in the same year. You see? And look at China, got the hand waving. And we know where this is going. We've been telling you people this, man. But now we're seeing it's fully being integrated into the system. It says Alipay envisions the PO1's use extending well beyond checkout counters. You see? It's not going to just be for you to go into Whole Foods to get you some what you think is healthy food. It's going to go beyond to basically every all forms of infrastructure, man. It says it is exploring applications in public transit, controlled access facilities, and healthcare check-ins, reflecting a broader trend toward embedding biometric systems in daily infrastructure. You see? You see that? Ultimately, all roads are leading to the MOTB, the mark of the beast, man. It says, however, while domestic deployment benefits from favorable policy conditions, international expansion may be constrained by differing legal standards, particularly in jurisdictions that enforce stringent rules on biometric data use and consent. Well, eventually, when they fully implement this system, all these barriers that they say could make it, can restrict domestic deployment, none of that shit gonna matter, man. Hey, when they let this order out of chaos happen, when they let this society collapse, and let all hell break loose. Hey, when they come back online and they bring this new system, the whole world is going to be set up in this type of system, man. All right, like I said, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, and that no matter where the hell you're at, man. If you want to play, you're gonna have to have your MOTB pretty soon in this system that they're creating. It says, despite the technological advancements and convenience of the PL01 offers, privacy remains a major point of contention. Unlike passwords or cards that can be reset or replaced, biometric data is immutable. Right. Once they put that microchip, each microchip is going to be totally suited and fitted with all of the information about you necessary. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have probably multiple chips for multiple things, It says, if compromised, individuals cannot simply change their palm pattern or vein structures. This permeates heightens the stakes of any potential data breach and raises long-term concerns about identity theft and surveillance, you see? Because they're going to ultimately promise you this is unhackable. It's all unique. It's directly linked to you. It's going to be just like on that movie with Tom Cruise. What was that? Minority Report. Well, they said where he stole that one guy's, the Chinese guy's eyes, and when he went into the store, it scanned his irises, and they knew that it was that guy. Hey, it's going to be even more deeper than that. All right. Yeah, they'll have your iris scan on there, but like I said, eventually it's going to be down to your MOTB, the number that's on that MOTB, and all the information that's put within that chip is going to be how you'll be identified and how you'll be able to function. You see? It says Aliplay's approach, storing encrypted biometric templates locally on devices and restricting data flow within national border, does address certain regulatory demands, especially within China, but the broader implication of biometrics are likely to be a growing privacy and surveillance concerns in the coming years, which they already got that problem solved already. Like I said, this is going to be a global system and a global agenda, man. And we can just see how, these devils are slowly rolling this shit out, man. And like I said, you're not going to be able to buy or sell or function unless you eventually get down with this system when they start to implement it. Now, of course, if they want to, if they make it to where we got to just use, let them get an image of your palm. Yeah, okay. If we got to do that to survive in the time being, that's what it is. But once they tell you, look, no longer is your palm scan any good anymore, you got to put this C ragamuffin inside of you in order to buy and sell. Hey, that's when all bets are off, man. That's when we're going to have to gracefully decline and bow out. And that's when our faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to have to be fully implemented. And, hey, we're going to have to be out here rolling out on faith, man. Because under no circumstances should you take this, that charagma, that micro C-hep, man. But as you can see, hey, they're getting closer and closer to, bringing this charagma out. And the systems that they're putting in place are all signs showing you exactly where they want this thing to go. And it's undeniable if you're in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to see what these devils are doing and how all this stuff links to biblical prophecy, man. So with that, the Lord willing, to edifying, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Lord willing, you were edified. And until the next time, shalom.